A very good afternoon from what is. It can only be described as a delightful, gorgeous blue sky, big yellow balling sky, early autumn day here in Manchester. So I thought, what better day to make a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, but sadly not been well enough. So we shall move on. What I want to first, well, there's two things really. The first thing is I want to ask my viewership. Obviously, because my focus is not on YouTube these days, solely because really of my health and the time that my health is taking up. And I know that sounds silly, but because I was always ill, kind of in my good days where my subscriber numbers were growing and lots of viewers of the videos and lots of comments to the videos. Now, of course, that's not happening because I disappeared for such a long time, which resulted in my getting my diagnosis. So obviously the channel has kind of slowed down, and that's fine because I've slowed down. So the first thing I want kind of to ask is I want to kind of make an effort to accelerate the channel a little bit more. Not that I ever have the view of getting the little silver play button at 100,000 subscribers thing that YouTube send out, or to make a load of money via ads, because I've not monetized my channel. I never anticipate monetizing my channel, and that was always the case really. Anything I've done for the channel has always been me kind of buying watches out of my own pocket and showing online. As we're well aware, one of my subscribers, XJ Steve, lent me 4 of his lovely Steinhardts to review. But as time went on, my waning in interest in watches kind of grew, because there are so many watches and only so many wrists on which you can wear them, and that's kind of where I am right now. So first, I want to ask you what you would like to see here on my channel. And I make a promise right here, right now, whatever it is you ask, I will try to do, given my current physical restrictions. You know, and I do kind of intend at some point, being well enough to do so, is to try to get back to Basel. And although the visit to Basel a couple of years ago was based really on my fanatical love of wristwatches, I knew that you guys would enjoy it. And I had a great time. I spent, you know, the 4 days there, which is far more than most people spend, which enabled me to walk around and kind of send little updated videos throughout the day to you lot. But as things stand, I'm at the stage where I occasionally browse watches, don't we all? But I actually don't feel the urge to buy. So what I was thinking was what I could possibly do. I am registered disabled. Now, as I said in one of my videos where I did it from the inside of my new car, what I could perhaps do is start off by doing a few car reviews, but car reviews, if I can swing this with dealers, of course, car reviews for vehicles that are available to the disabled community. Now that will serve 2 things. One, certain cards will be solely based on around somebody with perhaps severe disabilities, kind of below the waistline, so all the bells and knobs and whistles are all on the steering wheel and that kind of thing, to vehicles where they are literally not able to drive, somebody has to do it for them, and you put a wheelchair in the back, that kind of thing. But what it will also cover are the more interesting vehicles. My view on life is that although I'm getting older and I'm getting iller, I'm not dead yet, and I do quite enjoy driving, and I quite enjoy driving rapid-ish vehicles. Now, on the Motability scheme, there's not a lot of the rapid-ish vehicles. You can't go out there, for instance, and get an Aston Martin or an AMG Mercedes or that kind of thing. They're just not on the scheme. So there's not going to be a lot of luxury stuff out there that I can actually say to dealers, look, can I test drive this to show on my YouTube channel, which both normal drivers and Motability drivers may be interested in. So let me know whether you think that that is something that might interest you. I will, of course, occasionally throw in some form of watch related content. So again, let me know if there's anything that you might want to see kind of in that arena. What I might try to do is something I talked about doing before I started going into and out of hospitals for tests and things, which was a trip down into Manchester and having a look around all the dealers. We have a lot of ADs here because, of course, it's a main city. It's Britain's third largest city, and our city centre has got, you know, all the major ADs that you can possibly shake a stick at. Some of them have more than 2 shops. So perhaps that's an idea. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put it kind of in your hands to put ideas to me. If you want to see me high jump, things like that's not going to happen. But other things that are within my reach, let me know. Let's see what you think and what I think of what you think. Now the other thing is, if we are going to do this kind of thing, because of my MS, I'm finding doing even the smallest things difficult. Fine motor task and that. I can't still take out watch pins, for instance, from bracelets and that because I have no feeling in my fingers. So the point I'm coming to is what I would like to do if we're going to do the car thing, or we're going to go down to Manchester and that kind of thing. Is there anybody out there around Greater Manchester who is really, really good at video editing and pushing in stills and effects and with an underlying music track, perhaps something like that? Is there anybody out there, you know, Manchester, England, of course, not Manchester anywhere else? If there's anyone that thinks they might want to get involved with me in that, putting kind of the next step on this channel, because I'm now considerably kind of less able to do the things that I used to do and want to do, and considerably less able to a certain extent to make this as free spoken as I used to be, because of my lesions in my brain, I'm actually slowing down. I lose words, as you probably found out. I will come to a grinding halt within a sentence, and so on and so forth. So I'm becoming kind of less able, full stop. That's basically how it is. So if there's somebody out there in Greater Manchester who quite fancies the idea of getting involved in a little YouTube channel to put really good, high quality video content out there, get in touch on my email address. Now the last thing is, and this is as an answer to lots of people who have dropped me emails basically asking me one question: what are you going to do with the Planet Ocean? Well, first let me say this. I, as you know, bought it because it's a little bit like hen's teeth. I thought that these new old stock pieces were just a myth. You know, I'd never seen one. I'd never spoke to somebody who said, yeah, I bought one of those, you want to see? That's never come about. So over the last couple of months, people have said, well, what are you doing with it? Have you decided what you're doing with it yet? Now, my opinion was, what I was going to do with it was keep it and wear it as I do my Hulk on high days and holidays. So I, because it's got the Omega strap on it, which is the orange mock croc leather thing with the burnt Omega word and logo on the inside. I bought another mock croc orange strap off the net, which could be put on the watch if so that if I didn't want to rub out, as it were, with wear the Omega, I could put this orange strap on and use that, and nobody would know the difference. And that was the idea. I also bought a woven nylon dive strap with orange stitching down the edge. So I've got both of those. Obviously the watch is brand new, old stock. It still has all the tags. The only thing it doesn't have on are the plastics, which would go over the crystal, etc. It's got all the cards and warranty and all that kind of thing, and instruction book. It's got everything you would expect if you went into an Omega AD today and bought that watch. I appreciate you can't buy that watch today, but you know what I'm saying. So what am I doing with the watch? Well, I haven't worn it. And it's kind of not what I want to do. As you know, I actually don't wear the Hulk. I think since I bought the Hulk, I've had it on my wrist about 13, 14 times, if that. And that's now knocking on the doors of 3 years, I guess, a bit more possibly. So the Omega, if there is any genuine interest, I think I'm going to sell it. So as I say, you'll get a brand new, old stock, perfect, in the box, as it would be seen in the window of the jeweler or the AD, which is where this watch came from, with a brand new orange leather mock croc strap and a woven dive strap with orange stitching down the sides. If you were interested, genuinely interested, I will prefer, not restricted to, but I will prefer it to stay in the UK, because sending it anywhere else is going to be a little bit costly, and I don't want to have to pass a massive cost onto you, the buyer, on top of the cost of the watch. So if you are interested, genuinely interested, drop me a line on sal110960@gmail.com and let me know whether you're interested. And excluding P&P, I'm going to be looking for £3,000 for it. I say if you have a look on the net, a relatively good condition, pre-owned, that from what I've seen are about 2.6, 2.7, and that will come because obviously with pre-owned, it could well be pre-loved, as I love my watches. It could be mint, but what you are getting is something that's been worn, and you won't get the extra strap, and you won't get the extra dive strap with it. So if you are interested, drop me a line on that email address, and we can have a chat. And what I will do, if you are genuinely interested, I will find out what the cost would be, insured, to come from me here in Manchester to wherever you are in the UK. I don't think I can be fairer than that. I'm not selling the watch because I don't like it. I'm not selling the watch because I've actually gone off Omega. I still love Omega. I still love wearing my Omega Bond, my Seamaster Bond. Funnily enough, I watched GoldenEye the other day, in which he wore that, of course, and obviously, as we're all aware, in the watch, it was a quartz. But that was something that set the fire in the soul of all watch nutcases who love dive watches. And I still love that, but I haven't since getting the watch. I put it in safely in my bedroom next to my watch winder about 3 days after receiving the watch in the mail, and it hasn't moved since. So if it hasn't moved since, I don't need it, do I? Do you know what I mean? So a decision has been made. If there is any interest out there, serious interest, I will sell it. If there's no serious interest, then I will keep it and maybe pass it on to someone who I think deserves it within my familial group, perhaps. Although there are not many people in my familial group, full stop, but certainly not many that like watches. So let's see where we go with that. I will leave it up to you to think about. I appreciate in these difficult times, £3 is not an easy chunk of money to come by, but let me know. So basically that's it for this video with 15.5 minutes in or so. So the first bit, very important, I want to carry on with this. I think that because before I had a Motability car, I was looking on YouTube to see whether there was anyone road testing vehicles that were available to us, the less able. I hate disability word. We, the less able driver, who are not dead yet, and we still like driving cars that will blow its skirts up a little bit. So if you'd like me to have kind of a look at that and see what the dealers locally, I don't know how this is going to be accepted or welcomed by local dealers, but all I can do is try. And the second thing, given that I want to do this kind of thing with testing cars and watch content and all that kind of thing, if there's anybody out there, Greater Manchester, who's a dab hand at posh video editing, get in touch. sal110960@gmail.com, and hopefully we can get together, maybe over a pint, have a chat, see where this can go, and basically I will do this and do whatever else is needed to produce this, and the other person will take this and turn it into something wonderful and kind of professional looking. So let me know. And obviously the third thing, anything that you have ideas of, let me know. That'll be great. We'll see what we can do. And the Planet Ocean sale, no sale. If it's a no sale, it'll stay in my custodianship, and I suppose what I will have to do is make a decision if I'm going to wear it, and wear it on high days and holidays and perhaps Christmas coming up, that kind of thing. It is a beautiful watch. It is something I've loved since I first saw it, in all its sizes, really. I just think the biggest size is a little bit too big. It's a bit showy, although I can pull off a big size watch. I've got my Bulova diver on today, the Precisionist. It is known as the most accurate watch in the world. It has been precision tested for that. So yes, it's a fair old size watch. This, it's a good, I don't know, 47 mil, something like that, maybe. So I don't have a problem. But I always thought that maybe it was because the orange bezel, perhaps, made it look more. But I'm a great one for colour, so I'm beating my own argument there. So that's it, people. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Get in touch about the two things that I've asked you to get in touch about, and depending on your responses to my ideas, I can't put feelers out there with local dealers to see, because all major dealers now get involved in one area or another of Motability vehicles. And I'll just put it to them that it could help your sales, and I'll say that the video is sponsored by whoever, and who knows, it might turn out. So that's it for this one. Thank you very much indeed for watching, spending a little bit of time with me today on this glorious autumnal day here in Manchester. So for now, I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.